Cook, and we have Shawn Henning, our current king, being challenged by Corey Peterson.
And what an exciting, fun-packed match this is going to be.
Especially now, look at this new graphics.
Oh, it's very crisp, isn't it?
Oh yeah, cameras are all set up. These are all the new ones. We actually got some new camera views to look at.
Oh, this is my first look at this. And yeah, I can tell the microphones are crisper, aren't they?
Yeah, they definitely are.
I gotta stop breathing so heavy.
Yeah. Or just sit back.
Sit back and relax. And they are playing 8-ball today.
It is 8-ball race to 15. I want to welcome everybody in again. This is Mad Apple Xstream. King of the Hill match. Make sure you guys are out there sharing. This is going to be a great match here tonight.
On its new Friday time slot. Friday evenings. Yeah. King of the Hill from now on. And we've already got some new faces challenging in this more work-friendly time slot.
Well, I'm trying to figure out. See, Chris shows me all this stuff, and it doesn't do me any good because I can never figure out how to do it. Corey starts off. He obviously won the leg, so he broke, and he's decided on solids. Look pretty open. I mean, 3 balls kind of in there.
Yeah, and it looks like it goes down past the orange 13 into that pocket. He's got to figure out a way to get on it. And I don't know Shawn Henning that well. I know Corey Peterson really well. And this is going to be a tough match. So he's got himself straightish on the pink 4-ball there, which is possibly how he's going to try and get onto the 3-ball. That 4 does go past the 9. Yeah, I'm not totally sure about that 3-ball.
Yeah, it might come up here. Are you saying up in the corner here?
Well, I was thinking down in the other corner.
Oh, yeah. No, he's pointing
past
it
the
up
13.
here. Past the 12 up here on the rail, I think.
The 13, yeah, the orange.
Shawn taking a look. He's decided he's okay with him shooting it away without a ref.
Good hit.
Hit it nice.
Yeah. That shot set him up nicely.
Yeah, and the pocket, same pocket he just shot into is open. I think that's probably going to be the choice. Slid that over just nice. He didn't leave it dead straight in, which is really what you want. You want just a small angle on it. Nice out.
Yeah.
And now this is kind of neat because these guys are in charge of entering their score, so we can't mess it up anymore.
That is wonderful. No more mistakes. I feel like I sound different on these new microphones.
No, you sound the same, just louder a little bit.
Myself.
You don't quite have to talk as loud as you did.
Oh.
Ew.
Corey, of course, is the one who picked 8-ball. And that's the only game I've really ever seen him play. Plays on the Advanced Pool League Tuesday nights. Their team's always one of the tough ones to beat. We'll see how he likes to break in 8-ball.
Here, we'll try out one of our new cameras here. This is our new side view camera.
Oh, wow.
Give you a look at Corey's break from the side. See what we can do.
Blast them all over the table.
Yeah, it's a good break.
A quick cruise of the table makes you feel that stripes is better, except for the 11.
Well, yeah, the 11 is also the problem with the salads, you know, but it's then becomes about how do you get at those. So the problem is the 11-7, really, right?
Yeah. And, of course, those balls over the side pocket, you're going to bump them, and you're not sure exactly where they're going to go.
That's a pretty aggressive shot right here. He's going to shoot the 5 up in the corner. Wow,
Break
that's a really good shot.
Break both balls out at the same time.
Yeah, he played that well.
Almost asking too much, wasn't it?
I know he feels a little disappointed because he doesn't feel like 6 came out of there, but it does go down in the corner. He's got a clear path to it.
It's tough to imagine them both coming out on that shot.
I think you go 1 here.
When the 6 ball goes up in the long corner.
Yeah, I think you go 1 just because you need a different angle on the 2 to get on the 7. Unless he comes over for the 6 right now, maybe.
Yeah, the 7 ball's only got 1 pocket. The 6 ball, I think, does go up in the long pocket. If you could get straight on the 7.
Oh, I should probably bring up our chats, huh? Maybe people are trying to talk to us.
Well, you've got a packed house here today at the Mad Apple. Of course, this King of the Hill match is not the only thing that's happening right now.
Oh, everybody's saying we're super quiet on the stream. We'll have to turn things up a bit. We're going to have to ask you guys for feedback. I just did turn things up a little bit. Hopefully that'll make it easier to hear.
Oh, that's weird, isn't it?
I think part of it too is I had the headphones turned up pretty loud.
Meanwhile, I look away for a minute, and Corey's solved his problems with the 6 and the 7. Gotta go back and watch the tape and figure out how he did that.
All right, let's try again. Is that any better, guys? We just did get back from the road, so it's tough to tell.
Well, that was another good out from Corey. They just came over and said they've got the cue ball stuck in table 1, which I don't quite understand.
All right, still looking to find out if we. Yeah, we're trying to get it up right now. So, Danny's letting us know too. Corey Peterson snapping off 2 in a row. All right, Jeff says, sounds good, guys. So we got 1 saying sounds good. Maybe it's because he doesn't want to hear us talk.
Yeah.
So we're on table 2, coin op. There's no cue ball. The waitress went got us a plain cue ball, no red dots. I don't want to shoot with that.
What happened to the other one?
It'll come out. I don't know.
Didn't come out?
No.
Did you run the balls through it a few times?
All the tables.
Shine a light through where the rack goes, because you can see all the way through those tables.
Why don't you just do it quick?
Right.
You're right there. All right, so Corey looking for number 3 here. Matt Kitzman, how's it going tonight? Trying to get used to all this newfangled equipment we got here. Corey's starting off with a opposite ball combo, just breaking up one of the many problems. He's got problems with the 1 and the 3. Does have a little bit of room on both of them, but they definitely are tight. You got to get in the right spot for them. Well, I don't think he's going to care for that. Combo does go, though, I guess, if he really wanted to be aggressive here. Looks like he's going to try and play safe here, come behind the 5. Oh, different way about it. I don't know if I'm a big fan of that shot. That Shawn's got to make 1 ball here, and he's got to break to the 9. I think Corey probably wanted to leave the 7 in the path of that 12 ball there.
Shawn and Mark, table 5.
We are trying to fix the volume, so hopefully it's gotten better. You can just let us know. Keep telling us. It's the best way I can tell. So. Bang Time Pool. I hope that's an old comment. I just noticed there.
Tilton and Weir, Brittany Pink, table 7.
Shot there in the side pocket. It's got a good break ball here for this 9. You hated to do it last because now you got to make sure something happens. Try and kick the 9 out towards the side pocket. We think we fixed the volume, but we're not positive.
His microphone's working.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You got to do it more than once, though, for people to actually understand that it wasn't actually a glitch.
Well, that was the problem with leaving it till last. He's now got a big problem.
Start saying hi to some people. How's it going, Roger? How's it going, Bang Time Pool? You know, he never went into that ball solid enough to get it out of there, I don't think.
Yeah, so he did the best he could in that dire situation, which is roll the balls in together, give Corey Peterson ball in hand, and you know he's going to be bashing at these balls. Controlled.
Yeah, it was a good
Bust
shot.
up.
It was the right way. I think he's got the edge for the one. Amazing, these new cameras. You can actually see the numbers on the ball, which is great. Larry Desso, how's it going? Kevin Doran says, go, Corey.
And he certainly is. Corey.
Yeah, so this is going to bring him 3 games up. You know, it's funny, they were warming up prior to this, and I don't think Shawn missed a ball.
And where's Shawn from? I know I've seen him around occasionally, but he's not from around here, is he?
You ain't from around here, are you, son?
What's that?
I don't really know the answer to that.
What's that from?
I don't know the answer to that either.
Oh. Anyone out there does? Answers on a postcard. Well, Corey off to a commanding, quick 3-0 lead. Now that's great, isn't he? He goes and changes his own score.
Chris, now I don't know if that's a new comment or if that's an old comment. Is it still way too quiet? That's the question. Please let me know in the chat.
And it's really loud in my ears. If I talk any louder, I'm going to be...
Well, I can turn that down for you. Henning's been working on the aiming fluid for a little while, and I think you're right. Tom said Henning just needs the right amount of aiming fluid. And I can fix that, MH. All I have to do is turn your headset down. We have control for that now.
Okay.
Lisa Heckman says could be louder. Harold Harold says turn it up 25%. I just cranked it. That's what I did. So hopefully we're blaring you out of your speakers now. Absolutely, Tom. It was good seeing you over the weekend. Tom was out at CSI. Whole bunch of people out there. It was a really good show and great tournament.
Just going to hang right there.
Corey flirting with the side pocket there. Good thing you leveled this table today, huh?
Mm-hmm. What?
Did you?
No. But I'm gonna. So he was trying to get on the 6 ball there, I think. Maybe not, he's on the 3.
Will he come out there? Does that one go past that 13? It looks like it might.
Yeah.
If it does, he's sitting nice. Float up for the 2 next.
The 8 ball. Well, actually, once he's got rid of those solids, the 8 ball does go too.
Thanks, Larry. I appreciate it. Larry congratulating me on being the last loser in the Platinum Division at CSI.
The first runner-up.
The last loser.
The last loser.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
I'm not complaining. Nobody likes to get double dipped, though. And I didn't perform very well on the stream, so that's even more disappointing.
You were the first runner-up. And that's how they got that, wasn't that Miss World or Miss Universe contest wrong? where he saw the ticket and he saw it was the first runner-up and assumed that meant first place, and he said the winner is. And then she was all excited, and then he had to say, "Oops, sorry. What I meant to say was the other lady won." Well, that's just because they don't like to say second place, so they say first runner-up.
Speaking of great finishes, Matt Kitzman winning his division. Our very own Matt Kitzman, the one who found these beautiful cameras for us.
Oh. Well, he's got 3 balls left.
I wonder
He's going to choose away. He's obviously going to shoot the 6th ball. And he can probably just stay there for the 7.
I wonder if Matt was here to see the new side view camera that we have set up.
Yeah, that's good. What if you could turn my headphones down just a little bit more, please?
Sure. How's that?
Same.
Oh, maybe. Oh, I turned mine down. No wonder. Here, we'll turn yours down.
There you go.
All these new buttons and knobs. I
Yeah.
don't know what to do. Thankfully, we don't have to keep score, though. We know the score is 3-0 as the
Because
players
we'd be
are
way
doing it.
behind already.
And that's Chris G. We got to thank for that one.
Yeah, that's awesome. They got a little tablet out there by the match.
They even entered their name, so we can't even spell their name wrong.
That's cool.
Or their Fargo.
I don't know if this is the first good chance that Shawn's had, but it's the first good chance that I've seen him have.
He usually plays pretty quick, but I think he knows how important it is that he gets this game and doesn't make it 0-4.
And of course, that last rag where he did have a chance to break those out. That just answered my own question. Of course, I saw him have a good chance, but he's put himself in a good position here.
Ben saying hello from Marshfield. What's going on, Ben?
Uh-oh, where are you going?
Oh, that's not good.
Well, I'm sure he wasn't trying to go past the 5 ball. He wanted to stop before the 5 ball. Now he's just got a little jump shot over the edge of the 5.
Yep, pulling out the short stick.
And he points towards the corner pocket like Babe Ruth calling his home runs.
Only not quite as dramatic.
Well, it was the way
I
he
don't know
flicked
where
his
else
finger
he's
out.
gonna go at.
Well, he
Uh-oh.
caught the edge of the 5. That's no good. Advantage, Corey.
Well, you got to feel pretty fortunate to have gotten this back, to be honest with you.
Sure.
Bang Time Pool from Florida. Where's everybody else from? We got quite a few viewers. I don't know where my multi-stream, I must have lost that now because of the way that we wanted this configured. But now we got to kind of look at 2. Corey's speeding up. He's still, I know you feel like you're going to make everything now, but you just don't want to keep speeding up. That's when you make mistakes. 4-0. Corey Peterson taking an early lead.
Race to 15. Early days yet.
We appreciate everybody joining us here at Mad Apple Xstream. We appreciate it even more if you get out there, share our stream. This is how we keep things running for free around here, so make sure you get out there, subscribe, hit the little notification button. You definitely want to hear what's going on. So I'm going to take this opportunity real quick just to, I don't say much about this stuff, but I think that it's something we definitely should mention. Obviously, we in the pool world alone, but here at the Mad Apple especially because he was here running our tournaments, and I've known Larry for 30 years. But Mr. Larry Neville has passed away last week, and all our best goes out to Michelle Neville and all of his family and people who cared for him.
Yeah, great shame, loss
Yeah.
to Wisconsin and the pool world.
Well, he's just so good for pool, and I mean, he supported the game so much, and it was so fun to watch him. You know, I mean, just the stuff he did so naturally and easily, you know, and it was just fun to watch. You know, but so he will definitely be missed, and
Yeah, that magic stroke of his.
yeah.
I remember watching him at the Sharks Club the first time I ever saw him. Really,
Yeah, I
really
played him.
special.
I mean, he was just a kid when I met him the first time. I went down to Beloit to the original Carom room that was downtown. And he was just this kid in the back room. I challenged him. I got slaughtered, I think. I was probably 19, 20. He was 17, maybe. And then many battles for years after that, you know.
Yep.
You know, actually, can you take this for a second? I might be able to fix our problem.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, looks like Corey just missed that shot. Kendall just took off. He thinks that he knows what the problem is with the sound, so he's gone off to fix it, whatever it is. Now, Corey was racing away with this match so far, and he's now given Shawn a chance. But a tough chance. You know, solids have quite a few problems here. Obviously, the one ball is tied up with that stripe. The 4 ball is blocked. The 3 and the 2 have a bit of a problem because the 8 ball is blocking that pocket. So he was looking at banking the 5, but he's got up and 6. And he avoided making the 8 ball. That's good. Unlucky though. He did not get the shot on the 3 ball that he was looking for. So he's going to chip the 2 ball out of there and figure out a way to get back.
Let's see if that worked. Somebody with headphones tell us if we fixed it. Oh, there you go. All right, we got her fixed.
What was the issue?
I'm not telling.
Oh, right. Big secret.
Wow, that was quick. Everybody responded like really fast to that. Well, you're lost. Now you can hear us.
Yeah. Well, Corey tried to draw into that 13. Nudge it out. And it's sometimes the way in 8-ball, isn't it? The guy who starts bashing away first gets himself into trouble sooner. They both had a bash here.
Well, it's kind of the point. As you get up higher, you start to take a few more chances because you're feeling good, and then sometimes that opens up a opportunity, but sometimes you get some great shots.
He's going to swing around 2 rails here and try and play another little kiss here.
Well, he's actually going to be all right here. He can see that 9.
And sneak it past the 8.
Yeah. In fact, the 8 helps him because he can short it just a little bit.
And he's having a good eyeball down that line. Because this is very, very close. Cue ball is going to just breathe past the 1 ball. And he made the 8.
Oh, no. Well,
yeah, so he
Shawn's on the
wanted to
board.
spin that. It's because those solid balls were actually just blocking his natural path. So he played that as a slight masse shot, and it just didn't bend.
Yeah, he really didn't need to. Me looking down it, I think he obviously hooked it too much, but I think it was one of those shots that's kind of deceiving, where you think you got to hook it more than you do.
It's actually confusing here for the commentators in the box. Because the pool table, as you look at it through the window there, is upside down compared to the screens that we're looking at.
I'm not confused.
Well, it's like you have to kind of readjust when you flick backwards and forwards. So choosing stripes then, drawing back for a long straight shot on the 15 here, which will solve that problem. Calling the 14 in the side pocket. And he's going to be in trouble there. Game of inches.
Playing the guitar.
Another little masse shot, more than the last one. Well, he hit that fairly well. A fraction less than he would have had that. Shawn's got a nice open table here, with the trickiest ball to get on being the 5, if he's not on it right now. Now, he's eyeballing it past the 8 ball. And this first shot on the 5 ball is the key shot. There we go, straight in. No problem. Stuns through that window. So leaving the 2 ball to the last ball in the long corner. Shawn's clawing one back. Now let's see how he breaks.
Thanks for joining us here at Mad Apple Xstream. We really appreciate you guys going out and sharing all the links. And we appreciate you on Facebook, but we really need you over on YouTube. So, kicked her right in the side.
That's 2 scratches in the last 2 breaks. 1 from each player. That almost went straight in, curving in with a lot of topspin. Got a teeny nudge, but it was probably going to go in anyway. And a very nice open table with not too much problem here. Corey's still got to pick a good route though. Well, he's choosing to pick that 10 ball off first. Get that out of there.
It's pretty tight past that 3 ball. That's a good shot.
Yeah. That was his only 10 ball's only pocket. And that way he doesn't have to bump balls to get to it.
He's kind of taking a look at that 15. He's trying to decide if he wants to shoot that now.
Yeah, I mean, your spidey sense says, look, you're on it. Take it now. Just got to make sure you don't nudge the 6 and cause yourself some problems. Blocking the 8 ball or freezing the 6 to your stripe. There you go.
All right, well, he's going to change his mind. He's going to go, well, try and get himself a little better angle at that 15 like he had.
And that 14, though, you don't really want to play it in the side pocket, do you? You'd like to...
He's going to the 9 next.
I'm surprised he didn't use that last shot to get on the 14.
I don't know if I mind shooting that 14 last. You're down on the same end.
Into what? Into the side?
Yeah, I think so.
Quite a small pocket from there,
Not to mention, YouTube never buffers Facebook is always buffering.
Yeah, and you don't really want to leave these two till last. So he's going to take the 13 and then the 14. If he's going to play the 14 in the side, you're going to get on it right after this shot.
Well, see, he just wasn't confident about it. I don't think he made up his mind yet.
Well, and he was trying to limit the distance of travel on the cue ball because he wanted to stay straightish on that thin, that cut into that small side pocket.
Which I think he did, yeah.
Well, yeah, he hit that ball way too thick in order to achieve that. Shawn wasting no time choosing the 1 ball first so that it opens up the pocket for the 5 ball.
If you are having a little bit of trouble with the video buffering on Facebook, you can go down into the settings below everything and change it from auto to like 720 or below. Really won't affect your view, but nowhere near as pretty as on YouTube. Just a nice little hold there. He's going to play the 5 next. I'm assuming he's going to just come straight over for the 2 or the 4. Oh, look out.
Or the 6.
Yeah, no, the only place he didn't want to be.
Yeah.
Anywhere on the other side of that 6, he's good.
Well, now he's got himself a bit of a problem. Might be able to thin snick this into the side pocket. Let the cue ball fly. Don't see much else.
Yeah, I don't know if he has enough to do that.
It's tough to imagine a safety too, huh? Just thinking, what if I just nudge it in there between the 6 and the 8? I don't know. He's going to leave shots. The pink 12 ball's hanging over the pocket, and there's balls elsewhere. It's tough to imagine it being safe anywhere.
Yeah, I think he's got to get aggressive here and try and make something. Even the combination on the 2 is...
He's got a 1-wheel kick into the other side pocket. You can just spin it and miss the 8. A 6-2 combination, you say? That's what he's looking at right now. You get the ref to watch, see if you get a double hit. Yeah, he's calling it. He's playing the 2 ball. Jacking up the cue ball because he knows he's close to double hitting. It was a good hit, but not good enough.
That was tough. I mean, he got like the only spot on the table where he didn't have any room to play. So Corey gets to continue where he left off there on that 9. So it's a little clearer table than it was the last time he saw it.
It's tough going for Shawn at the moment. So far, he's started several of these racks looking like he's going to do something, but just the ball rolls too far, or I think he just hooks himself.
Yeah, I agree with Chris Kringle there. He said he just needed a little bit more zip on that shot when he came across on the 6. He just he did kind of let up on it and let it slide forward more than he wanted.
Oh, it just turned over a little bit more than it was supposed to.
Corey's got to hit this good. You got to spin her around.
Corey hit that good.
Careful. Just right.
Perfect.
All right, putting it down for 4-2. Or I'm sorry, 5-2. I didn't even have to keep track, and I'm screwing it up.
A third of the way there for Corey. Well, it's going to be a huge weekend of pool starting already tonight. All the tables at the Mad Apple are full. We've got the Badger State games going on at the moment tonight.
Yeah, that's that logo on the left-hand side there.
There you go, BSG.
Yeah, so it's Scotch doubles tonight. Tomorrow's singles, all divisions, which is women's lower, women's upper, men's lower, men's upper, juniors.
That is a lot of tournaments going on tomorrow.
Yeah, it's great. I'm really happy to have this tournament here. And John,
Stitch.
no.
John.
Holy cow.
Let me go through
My
all the
brain is just going
Johns I
nuts
know.
here. Well, it's not John Kramer.
No,
He does Whitlow.
he's the other one.
John Lewis
John Lewis used to run this one, right?
ran this tournament for many years, and he has decided to retire. So,
A couple of years ago.
yep, and he's been kind of mentoring it over to me / last year was Barry, but we actually
Barry
named
Chapman.
Brian Hollenbeck the commissioner this year. So
Yep, and he's
there's no
really-
way I was taking on another one.
and he's over there running this tournament smoothly.
Yeah, and I mean, it's his first year, so it's a learning curve for everybody. But it always goes off. Everybody has such a good time. This whole group is such a nice group of people. They're all from Wausau area.
Yeah.
Because that's where this originated. And we're bringing new faces. It used to be just medals. There was never any money involved. But now we actually have money involved. There's $2,000 added to this tournament. Plus, it's the only tournament in the state that's a state tournament that you get registered in the official Wisconsin records.
Hmm.
So it's permanent. It's for the rest of history. You're registered as a state champion.
Here's Corey's break shot. The stripes look lovely except for the 8-ball. And he was so focused on carefully nudging that 8-ball out. And he did well. A lot of people would have thought to bang that and hit it hard. But he wanted to leave those stripes in there and just nudge the 8-ball out, which he achieved. And that's what he was focused on. But he forgot to aim the 13.
Make the ball. Always got to be the last thing through your head. You can run through 100 scenarios, but then the last thing has to be make the ball.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Randy says, in a winter storm up north, or I would have come down. We're getting killed out there right now.
Yeah, it's snowing pretty hard, I saw.
Holy cow. It's the wind more than anything. The wind is just cracking.
I'd like that 13 to fall, but it's not going to. So Shawn has to figure out how he's going to get on the 2-ball now. He had a pretty open table. And just a little nudge that goes wrong. That's actually good. He's on the 2-ball straight into the distant far corner pocket.
There will actually be a Jesters match on the 27th.
So the Jesters and the Knights still on Sundays,
Not this week though.
but not this week because of the
Correct, yeah.
Badger State tournament.
Yeah, we'll have all tables going tonight. We could afford one, so we decided the Kings match should go on.
Yeah, I mean, you think it's busy in here. Wait till tomorrow.
Oh yeah, there were 105 signed up online.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's good to see. I mean, we took this tournament over because it was kind of struggling up north a little bit.
Here's a test for
We
Shawn.
got some over. Somebody bumped the light.
Oh, just not quite getting it here, Shawn. You could have done with that ball falling in. Leaving him straight on the 8. The 11 ball goes, and Corey isn't going to waste no time aiming this shot up and popping it in.
Oh,
There we go. He rattled one. That is what Shawn needed. Very confident little stop shot there. A lot of players would have just rolled that in gently.
All right. Shawn bringing her to 3, so he's only 2 games back in this race to 15. It's our King of the Hill match here at the Mad Apple and Mad Apple Xstream. Our current king is King Henning, so Shawn won last week. Who did he take out?
Well, we took a week off, didn't we?
We did,
So
yeah. So it's
you don't
been
expect
2
me to
weeks,
think
really.
you remember 2 weeks back, do you?
No, I give up.
Well, that's
Betting
right, because
Rodney.
it was 2 new players, wasn't it? Because Ray Skinnerdor from Sunday Night Kings stepped down when we switched to Friday. Was that Paul Rasmussen, or was that the week before?
I'm really not sure. Frog maybe or Cap.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, Cap. It was Cap.
It was
That's right. Yeah.
Captain America.
I forgot I asked a question.
Yeah,
Like
Frog
Cap.
was the week before. Before Cap.
Well, no, because Mason beat Frog.
Oh.
So Frog was in there, but Mason got beat by Ray. Ray got
On
beat
Sundays.
by Cap. No. Remember? Oh, yeah, Cap came in. Cap lost. So Cap came in because Ray couldn't play on Fridays anymore.
Mm.
That's why it's so confusing. We got it now, though.
You sure?
No. I just was trying to sound confident.
Mm-hmm.
See, if you ask the right questions, you get all these people that you didn't even know were listening answering.
These folks out there are paying more attention than we are, Kendall.
Weird. It's distracting up here. Shawn doesn't look distracted anymore. He looks focused on getting out here, so he's going to pop that 11 out of there. Still get a little trouble with... You think that 13 goes by the 5 in the side? It's kind of hard to say. Or by the 1, that
By
is?
the 1, yeah. No, I don't think so. Maybe.
I think when you look at the overhead, it's pretty close.
Well, we're going to find out how he plays this. It does go, I think, in the corner past the 3 ball.
Yeah, so if he tries to come to the high side there, but still trouble with the 8 ball here. This might not even be the worst spot to try and tap that 8 out a little bit.
Yeah, and It's easy to forget about that when you, especially when you have problems with the other balls. But
Yeah,
that is what he was.
trying,
That is what
yeah.
he was trying. He scratched. He gave it that speed because he was trying to do exactly what you said there.
Yeah, you had a ball in both corners, so no matter what side of the 5 you hit, you should have came out okay, but you got to hit the 5. I must have said Gary instead of Corey. I don't know. Thinking about Gary Vasca. Gary Vasca is coming tomorrow. One of these nights he's looking at the flat top grill in the kitchen.
Oh yeah. Why? What does he do?
Oh, he's an appliance tech.
Corey, obviously named after the inside of an apple.
Jeez. Dad jokes for days. Corey's playing the combo here, huh? Or is he playing? Can't quite tell. 6-1. Yep. 6-1, push to 13. Clear. Looks like it cleared the 3, so he didn't really hurt himself. The 4 is still kind of an issue here.
Yeah, assuming that it doesn't just pop in the corner, brush past the 14.
Yeah, I don't
Does it
think.
go? I think it does go.
I don't think so. Well, that's a good shot
Well,
there. He's got an angle here to get on
To
it.
go into it, yeah, you'll know if it goes
You
right
still,
now.
I mean, but then you're shooting tight past the 13, I think. Oh, he didn't even.
Well, you don't want to just freeze on it. I think he was just trying to hold it and get on it. So that, I think that tells me it did go.
I mean, the other thing here, too, is
Still
he
goes.
can put it in the same pocket as a 3 ball if he rolls up here, sets for the 6 to roll over to that side, you know. I think it goes past the, what is that, the 12 or the 13?
That was a weird speed he played that with, didn't it?
Yeah, I think he wanted to hit that harder. But he also was trying to make sure he held
He's
the
trying
line,
to play
you know.
fancy breakouts instead of bashing breakouts.
All right, just getting 3 ball here. It's a good stroke on that ball. Pass at 12. I mean, he's looking at your shot. He's looking to see if he can put
Yeah, it's
that
just
past the 14.
Place on it. He doesn't really have the angle. If it had been closer to the side rail, he could have cut the 6 in inside and gone down there, but he's just going to set on it. And then, of course, after you sneak the 4 ball past the 14,
Yeah, where's the 8 going? That's why I think you're better off getting to the top side here.
you might be playing a lot of loopy follow here. No. Well, that's no good. Not really sure what he was thinking there.
Well, I think he wants. I mean, he was planning on playing it, but he wanted to be dead straight so he could. Now you're really pushing it. It's not a bad angle to go off of it, though. It's got a chance to go off from this way. Shawn should make short work of this. He's going to play 13 in the corner, 14 in the side, and down here to the 12, I would guess. Nope. Bill Larson says, MH, thanks for the how tips. I love them.
Oh, yeah.
You were working your butt off there at the... Uh-oh. Boy, I tell you, that don't get much closer, but I think he's hooked.
That's right. Bill Larson came along and We put I think a medium how on his cue, and then he came back a little later and he says, I love that tip so much, you got to give me another one on the other shaft. So I've been hearing some good feedback on those hows.
Bobby Persinger, too. That's Troy and her. That's a good shot there on the 14. Troy won the cue that he traded up, so we gave away that raffle. He won, and then he had purchased her the cue that she was looking at.
Oh, yes,
earlier.
I heard that.
Yeah. So she was looking at it and talking to him about it, and he went up and bought it, and then she went to go look for it again.
Yeah,
and it was gone.
It was gone.
She was like,
Somebody bought
what?
it. But it was him. How nice. Valentine's present, maybe.
Barry says, MH, my boss was happy with the call about the status of the pool table, so you must have...
I did talk to Barry's boss earlier today, yep.
Good job.
His pool table's in the country. It's being unpacked in Tennessee. And we should have it in about a week and a half here. It's going to take Legacy about 6 days, 5 or 6 days to unpack their shipment and get it shipped out to us.
All right, Shawn brought it within one, but now he dry broke.
And
Corey
Barry,
needs-
my wife, loves the car that she bought from you. And I love the car that she gave to me. I got her old one.
Wait, wasn't that your car anyways?
That's still her car. She's like, don't eat in it. She's like protective over it as if it's still hers.
Wait a minute. My wife doesn't have a car, and I don't have a car. We have cars.
Well, in my house, my wife has both the cars. And I drive one of them.
That's funny. Yeah, it's not too tough to love the car that you got now compared to the one you had.
I do like that old one. I was sad to see it go. I know
Oh
it's
my
rusted up.
Mason said he literally thought he was going to fall through the floor on that car.
Wow, you just got to make sure you don't step in those parts.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful where you put your feet. The carpet was holding it. It was so rusted that the carpet was holding it, but the carpet itself had holes in and was wet.
Crazy.
I feel like I'm living in luxury now. I've actually got a seatbelt that works.
Now that you don't really need one. Your other car, you could have used one. All right, Corey, what's he going to do here? Where is he starting? I can't tell.
Combination in the side. Tricky, isn't it? He's
Would
got
have
the
liked to
nine-
see that 9 move up a little bit more.
Yeah. Tough to get on the 9, and it's tough to get on the 15, except for 15 may play off the 9 in the side. Watch out for the 8 ball straight in. There's another early 8 ball for Corey. And in this game, that's not a good thing.
That's going to tie things up, too, 5-5.
He might count himself a little unlucky. But if you hit the shot that way, that's exactly what happens. Shawn just going with a power break down the middle of the table. Sending lots. Look how many balls he sent up table.
Everything's down on the end rail here. And that's just a cluster on this end.
The cue ball got a lot of hits.
15 is kind of the issue he's looking at, I think.
Yeah. And the 9-10 combination is not really sitting that nicely. In fact, you may not combination it. The temple goes. But it's not really.
Just a little closer look at the
Yeah.
layout from the top there.
That's good, isn't it?
And the 10 goes. But you're not going to
But
break
you don't.
it.
Yeah, you don't get towards the 15 that way. So
Oh, he's going to...
just play the 4-ball combination. Shoot the 15.
It's a good shot.
Solve the 15 for stripes and not take stripes.
Yeah, then the 2 is the only issue, but that runs down the other rail.
And you see how many. See if these balls cluster up. Oh, okay, not bad. 6-ball. Needs to find a pocket.
Yeah, I would have thought he would have tried to hold that for the 2. I'm pretty sure that's what he was doing.
He may be more concerned about the 6 rather than the 2.
I think you shoot the 6 up where you're shooting the 2.
Yeah,
Really.
I mean, he's on the 2 if he wants it. I was thinking that with the angle he's got there, he might be able to roll the 3-ball in the side and drop on behind the 6.
Shoot the combo to the 5.
Yeah,
or-
6-5 combination. Or if you go too far,
I don't mind that shot.
well, he's gone into it. That's good. Played a little firmer.
Well, and this
Kiss
is
it up.
nice here. You can play the 5 and set for the 2 next. And
So
the
he's-
6 will go over by the 10
He's
now, too.
developed this into a good chance. And Shawn Wilkes is out there watching. And he almost played.
Oh, the king.
And there was a scheduling error. And he's drove in miles to get here. But I hope we get you back, Shawn. Just looking forward to watching you play.
Well, I'll tell you, he came pretty short here. It's going to be tough to make this and get something out on the 8.
Oh. Played that shot with a lot of inside English. He's trying to hold the cue ball.
All right, Corey needs to take advantage here. He went from a 5-2 lead down to tied up. Raced 15, 250 apiece in the middle, so 500 in the middle.
Corey's made 7 of the 8 balls so far.
Good point.
So what's he doing here? 14 in the side, or is he playing this
I think he's playing the 14
four ball
side here,
combination? Yeah, 14 in the side. Just roll it in.
I think you skip the 9 ball here and you just shoot the combo. I think it goes 15-10.
You don't shoot the 9 ball.
I don't think
into
I
that
use
combination.
the 9. No. I think I shoot the 2 ball
put 'em all in.
combination. Come over for the 11 next. Yeah.
Just
So
like that.
Well, that's it though. You got to hit it hard enough, and I don't know if he did.
Yeah, it looks like the 9 doesn't go, does it?
Well, as long as I
He's
think
on
the
the
15
15.
still goes, but he got close to not being able to make either one of those. Good shot, good speed.
So next question, obviously you're going to take these 2 balls up table. Leave the 11 till last, are you?
I would shoot to bump the 7.
Also, I should say 13 down there.
I'd shoot the 11 to bump the 7.
And use the 7 to hold your
Yeah, and if you
angle.
roll past, you still are going to have the 9.
Yeah, you don't really want to leave that 13 till last, do you?
Not preferably, I don't think.
He's got his choice. Shoot the 9.
Yeah, he's okay here. He's got a good angle to go either way right now. He can either play that. He's not comfortable coming off that rail, but the angle he's got on the 9 is right.
Surely.
He just showed you that right there.
Stay right way up. Put the cue ball right back to where it is, pretty much. Just a hair straighter. I don't think he's going to cut across that window and get on the other side of the 7, is he?
No, no. It's just going to stun it up table a little bit. He doesn't need much here at all. He can't get behind the 8, but it's almost natural just to stun and hold it right there. Still a tough little shot. I mean, he's got to hit it good. Is he coming around? He did.
Wow.
Didn't want to take a chance in that tight window.
Well. He's still got a thin snick on this ball. He's going to have to let the cue ball fly. Round the table. Play 4 rail position.
Well, the 7's kind of in a funny
he
spot
played
here,
safe.
too.
Look at that. He didn't like it. He almost creeped out.
I think it did.
It did creep out. So Shawn's got a shot. I think he's only got 1 pocket for this. So he's got to come with a good shot here. He's on the pretty close to the rail. He's got to stroke this ball into the pocket. And send the cue ball around the table. How's your luck?
I'd say pretty good.
He can throw this ball in, can't he?
I don't think he's going to try. I think he's going to play off 2 rails behind the 8, possibly.
Or just thin snick it and try and snook him behind the 13. Just barely get to a rail. No, he doesn't like it.
Yeah, I think there's 2 rails behind the 8.
But didn't get behind the 8. That's the tough thing about that shot.
It's pretty tough to do.
It's a
Yeah.
small window from that distance.
I think, if anything, you should have played a little bit shorter, because leaving a harder cut on the 7 isn't the worst. You know what I mean? Even if you only hit off
If you're
1
going to give
rail.
him a shot on one side, yeah. But either way, yeah, that's a tough... guess you didn't really see any other shot. But
Oh, boy.
it's going to come back to you.
How's your luck? Oh,
No good. Those are the kind of shots you need to make. Corey found himself in a bit of a spot there. But happy to get back to the table. That shot is a real test of your metal.
testy or what?
Metal. It's a phrase.
There's a new one.
Is it? It's an old one.
To me, yeah.
Yeah.
Must be English.
Might be. Test your metal. You never heard of that? Has anyone ever heard that phrase before?
I think it's referring to courage, right? Medal of courage.
I suppose so.
That's a great shot by Corey. All right.
Yeah.
Putting them back on top by 1 game, 6 games to 5. Corey's leading. Race to 15, 8 ball. 500 in the middle. We're here at Mad Apple Xstream, right inside the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company. We're a 14,000 square foot restaurant, pro shop, and pool room. And this is our King of the Hill series. This is every week. We have 4 divisions. We have our Queens match. We have our Jesters. We have our Knights. Those all play on the OS, which is our other streaming network. And then we have Mad Apple Xstream, which is for the higher end matches. So we reserve the Kings match and any high end match.
Any other pros who happen to be wandering through, as happens every now and again.
Yeah, make sure you guys get over to YouTube and subscribe. It is really kind of how we keep this thing running for free, so we appreciate you watching on Facebook, but we can do so much better with YouTube, so we appreciate subscriptions over there. Make sure you like, follow, and hit the notification button so you know every time we go live. Got a great match here for you tonight, and we will continue to bring you better and better matches.
It's the second 8-ball break tonight. Be great if it counted, wouldn't it? But
No.
it counts as a ball. And he's got a nice wide open table there, so that break's working well for Corey.
David Klein, thanks for that. Mad Apple rocks. We think you guys rock too.
New product, Mad Apple Rocks.
Yeah, what would that be?
The little stones painted with a mad apple on them.
Oh. Don't they do that already? They paint rocks and send them out?
Yeah. So tomorrow's Badger State Singles starts at 9 a.m. it says. Tournament's not actually starting at 9, is it? What's that? Sign up by last sign-ups before 9.
Tomorrow morning, yep.
Yeah. What time do you reckon the actual tournament's going to start?
Nope.
No idea. Is there Calcutta's?
Co-commissioner. Just means that if he needs anything,
You can give me a guess, though, can
no
you?
planning. 9 a.m. is what time everybody's here. I think the upper division starts at 9 or 11, I think.
Right. Is there a Calcutta?
No, there's side pots. Way too respectable for a Calcutta.
Oh.
Jeremy Strand Corey in that 8 ball. He just keeps putting it in the pocket. Now he's just got to have it wait its turn, you know.
Yeah, true. Counting the 2 8-ball breaks that Corey's had, plus the 2 8 balls out of turn, he's only got 6 games on the board, but he's already made
9.
10 8 balls. 6 plus 2 plus 2.
Oh. Oh, getting them both.
Bashed them both out.
And then put them both right back.
That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Flipped them around,
Nice.
left himself not much
Yeah,
value.
well, now you're going to have to work hard to find any kind of shot here.
Maybe the bank on the 12 past the... Well, no.
In between the 2 and the 5, yeah. Z-bank almost. You stop yourself, why? Because the 5 ball's in the way.
Yeah, you got
Actually,
to
the
throw
8 ball-
the heck out of it.
I think the 8 ball's in the way too.
Well, you'd have to spin it off the... yeah. It's close, but I doubt it.
And the 4 ball's stopping him see the other side, so he's only got half a ball that he can see. What about some kind of kick on the 11? 2 rail kick on the 11. freeze them up together. Just put the cue ball on the bottom rail. Didn't freeze anything together.
It's pretty good there, though.
But yeah, because the 4 ball is blocked by the 6.
I'd have that 5 in the side. I think that's probably the.
Well, you can't see the side, the 5.
Sure.
Yeah. It's got a cut back, spin back
Yeah.
bank shot on the 1. And it's worth going for because if you make it, the rest of the solids look good. Surely, random chance would let him have a shot if he was able to make this 1 ball. No.
Safe back at him.
And that also is an effective safety. Corey does have a possible jump shot on the 10, using the 11 as a guide to help it into the pocket. I know that's asking a lot, but what else are you going to do?
Yeah, off the 11. I mean, that's not a horrible shot. Not playing it, but
So what's the idea there, Corey?
I don't know. That's pretty open now. Just opened up
That
all the trouble.
seems to offer chances to your opponent.
I mean, you just opened everything up, really. 7 ball's the tightest ball you got, but, I mean, you get that off the 3. Or off the first shot. Didn't quite get there,
Yeah, I'd like
there, but
roll a couple more inches and it'd have been good there, but it's got other opportunities to get to it.
right here.
It's a little bit tricky because the 5 doesn't go past the 2, and the 2 kind of blocks you getting on the 5.
Wow, you hit that hard.
Yeah, it's like, well, I'll just hit it instead of trying to get on it. That's kind of how I play too. It's the mark of someone who's not confident in being precise. It's probably why I do that.
I don't know. I've seen Shawn get pretty precise.
Yeah, and I'm not saying he's not precise. I'm just saying I have a tendency to bang into the balls too, instead of trying to set on them. Roll the dice. It's probably stupid, really, isn't it? A limiting tactic. Well, he's still on the 7. Can he just roll forward towards the pocket that the 7's going into and get on the 5 in the side? Oh, he's on the 2 ball. Of course he is. That's better. Oh, did he really just do that?
He's struggling a bit here.
Yep.
All right, Corey with a good opportunity here. He's got the 10 in the side. Kind of a big pocket. Come around for the 12 down past the 1, I think. Got to avoid the 7, though. That's kind of...
Yeah, I mean, it's tricky, isn't it? Because you shoot the 10 in the side. You're right. You're limited in your positions. You've got a yeah, you're right. Stun. Or just a hair of draw to miss the 7.
I don't know. It's not as
Doesn't
easy
really
as I
get you.
initially
No.
saw, yeah.
Is there a chance to play the pink 12 ball first and sneak it through past the 2 ball?
I don't like that shot.
No,
There's people that are good at that shot.
Well, yeah, but
I don't know if
on a
I'd-
diamond,
I'd be
especially the way the
banking
2
this
ball is,
ball.
that's not really.
I don't
good,
mind
is
the
it?
bank on the 10 here either if you're trying to get back for the 12.
And then the other question is that 11 ball frozen to the rail?
No, there's room there. It'll go on the side pretty
Yeah,
easy. Yeah,
he's
he's
gotta-
banking the 10.
Got to
That's-
get up table.
He just called it cross side, which I would agree with
So
that.
which ball are you playing position on if you bank this ball?
I'm surprised he's playing forward. I'd be drawing this if I was shooting it, but I think he's doing the same thing. He's trying to get over by the 2. Well, he made it. Now he's banking the 12.
Right. You could say that was a friendly kiss. Because he does have... Well, The only way this is any good is if you can get the cue ball up table.
Which is tough from where he is.
Yeah, it almost looks like you're on the wrong side of that bank, but he's called it.
Yeah, you got to play short and throw it.
And he's drawing.
And try and draw.
He's just drawing
right.
straight back.
Well, I think he's still pushing to the rail with it.
That was a good shot, and the 5-ball gave him.
Yeah,
The 5-ball ruined that from being perfect, but he does still have, and probably has to go for, a 1-rail kick with a lot of spin to miss the 5-ball.
Or 2 rails. 2 rails is actually beneficial here. Well, two rails, I'm just saying hitting that side rail.
Oh, okay, yeah, just clipping the side rail before. I was thinking not the other 2 rails into the corner.
You could
But
shoot
yeah,
the
this
1-rail bank here.
Because of where the 5-ball is, you can't just play this a natural, simple, rolling kick shot. And guess what? There's one more ball after the 11, and what are you going to do with the 8? Because you can't really get fancy with the position here, can you?
Yeah, the straightaway bank is the other thing, too. The problem, and I never realized this until
right
recently, somebody pointed this out to me, but if you hit just right on that point, because the facing is more rigid, it'll actually hold that ball and have it come off really fun.
Oh, what a great shot that was.
Beautiful.
Not only did he hit that ball, but he got down table, got a shot on the 8. That's a fantastic shot, that one. Are we still doing F10 or not? No.
Yep. Hit it quick. I don't know if you hit the right one.
But would you believe it?
Oh,
Didn't
no.
make the 8-ball.
Yeah, and that's a gift.
He had a couple of really good shots there to give himself a chance on the 8-ball. That kick shot was fantastic, and if you don't make the 8, it doesn't mean much, does it?
Yeah, you got to be disappointed in that. That's.
Now Shawn's going to bear down and make these balls. And amazingly, end up tied up again. And it's felt like Corey's been in control.
Almost got in trouble there again.
Hasn't it not felt like Corey's been in control of this match? I mean, he's been seemingly playing good, but it is tied up. There you go, that's a good shot. Interesting choice of position that was to draw the ball. And that's got to make him feel good. He didn't take any time over that. Especially that draw shot to get on the 8. Let his stroke out. Just see the shot, go for it right away.
Remembering to get over there and change the score, so 6-6.
Well, they opened up nicely, didn't they? Shawn would love to break and run this and take the lead.
Yeah, there's not much tied up here, as you can see from the overhead. It's pretty looking pretty good.
So he made 2 stripes on that break and has elected to play solids. And that's often the way, isn't it? Take the group that has more balls. Less of your opponent's balls in the way.
Well, that's what we want to see. Johnny was supposed to be playing tonight, but had things that he needed that were much more important than this. So he will be asking to play next week. So I'm pretty sure it's still open. So Johnny will be up next week. So the winner here tonight will be challenged by Mr. John Fields. Little John.
Yep. You know, and is that because we're on Fridays that he's been able to?
Yeah.
I was wondering why we hadn't seen him yet, but I guess Sunday
Well, and I
Sunday
have-
night so late is tough, isn't it?
Yeah, and we don't have a real long list for this, so hopefully now with Fridays, it'll open up some people challenging. So if you're listening and you think you want to do this, get a hold of us. Get a hold of Mason on Facebook, Mason Cook. The Stone Mason.
That's right. I gave him that nickname.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good. Do either of these guys have nicknames? Corey.
No, Shawn's nickname,
The
I'm pretty
Apple
sure,
Core
would be
Peterson.
Bud Light.
I saw some references to that in the
Mr. We could
What?
call him Mr. Bud Light.
because he just missed that shot.
Oh, I guess now, yeah. It's clever.
I thought you were being clever.
No. It's way above me.
Mister. Don't ever call me that. Well, disappointing for the Henning fans out there.
Yeah, he rattled that ball.
No break and run. And the Corey Peterson fans expecting him to run out here.
Yeah, he started very strong. He's kind of struggled his last couple of racks. He's getting in trouble at the end. And that's just, for me, when that happens, it's just lack of focus. I lost some intensity or lost some of my drive. You know, that's the thing. When you get out in front, you jump out in front quick. Sometimes you...
That's the toughest thing, isn't it? Really? You got to not just shoot a lot of good shots. You got to focus on every one. That's what amazed me the most. You know, watching when Darren Appleton was here. You know, yes, he's played amazing focus shots when he's playing in the Moscone Cup and the World Championship and all those. But then come to a little place like this and play against who knows, you know, anyone. He
Yeah.
still has to focus on every shot, otherwise he'll get beat.
Right, and you don't...
And he still played perfect. And
No, wait a minute. He did get beat.
I know where you're going
One
with
person
this.
beat him while he was here. The entire time he was here,
It was you, I know.
one person won. And it was a race to 3.
Race to 3.
And I killed him.
How did that happen? You ran a rack or something?
Yes, I ran the final rack, actually.
Well, nice.
Under pressure.
Yep.
It's $20.
Hmm.
I still have the 20 on my refrigerator. I should have had him sign it.
Wow. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, is it?
He's playing terrific. I mean, I saw him at, obviously we saw him.
Yep.
Talked to him, and he stopped by and checked in. Oh,
Another
my goodness.
unforced error.
What is going on there?
Seen a few of those, haven't we?
Oh, yeah, maybe. It's not even the middle of the set yet, for crying out loud. We can't have this game yet.
So, Shawn getting a reprieve from his miss. If he makes
Yeah, I don't
these,
think Corey's getting the same here. I think he's going to...
he's okay. If he makes these, his previous sins will be forgiven.
Well, and it'll be the first time that he's taken the lead in this match also. He's been behind the entire time and tied.
Yeah.
So he hasn't pulled to a lead yet. So he needs to make these, and it'll be the first lead he's had. This race to 15. Interesting choice. He hit it great there.
Yeah. It's tough to judge the speed on that, and he got it absolutely perfect.
First time with the lead, 7-6. Shawn Henning.
Your hand just leapt up like you were supposed to do the score. Is that
It
what that
was,
was?
yeah.
Yeah. It's instinctive. You have to relearn it. So Shawn's been breaking right down the middle, well, a few inches from the middle, and just power breaking. He's been getting a good result. The cue ball, it has to be said, has been flying with a lot of top spin generally.
That's my break, straight down the middle.
Yeah. So
I like to use the
the
rails.
side pockets are always being threatened.
Is
with
his
a
hand on
scratch.
the table or is his hand on the rail?
His hand's on his cue.
Ah.
All right.
I think we should watch this one from the top.
There you go. Took a little off that and controlled it.
Yeah, nothing.
Cue ball stopped nicely in the table with a topspin just putting the brakes on it. But that,
You got to drive this one home.
of course, without making a ball is to Corey's advantage. Yeah. If there's going to be any runouts, it'd be tables like this that are going to get run.
If there's anything like a open rack, it's this one. I mean, it's hard to get in trouble on this rack.
Oh, there's plenty of ways.
Oh,
Believe me, I've played this game, and I find ways to get into trouble from positions like this. So, I mean, general kind of decision making. Obviously, the 11 has to be gone soonish, so that the 15 has a pocket. That's why he's got on it right away. Now, once that's gone, it becomes simpler, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Is he not taking it there?
Yeah, and this is perfect. 9 ball, stop on the 15, get you on the 14, and all of a sudden it looks like a simple. Oh, and another unnecessary miss. Thinking too much about his position. I'm actually surprised that he didn't play on the 15 there. He was rolling forward.
Well, you got to be careful. You keep missing those, you start beating yourself up, and things don't get better. Trust me. That's how he got double dipped.
Start thinking there's going to be one of those every rack.
Well, and if you could call anything a trouble ball, I guess it'd be the 1, but
yeah,
it's far from trouble.
Roll it in right now if you want to get rid of it.
Yeah, I think you like that to get on the 8 off of. King of the Hill is winner break, yep.
So then what? You got to pick a ball before the 1, which is the 7, I suppose.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's just 3, 5, 7, 1, 8 here.
No, scratch that.
I don't know what that was. We'll see. It's his pattern. I think that's a mistake, though. I honestly think he should have pulled up for the 5.
Right.
I think he thinks it's a mistake, too, actually.
Because it's easier to go from the 7 to the 1. But at that point, you wish the 5 was gone. So, still works this way.
Yeah, see, I like sticking with the 5 yet. He's going to...
Yeah.
I don't like playing the 1 here. 9's in a troublesome spot, even though you can hold it.
Just got to make sure you get the speed here correct.
14 gives you a little grief.
Yeah, taking the 1. And that is surprising, because he is on the 5 ball nicely, isn't he? He just maybe thinks he has too much angle to hold it. So now he's going to bank the 5.
Corey has just got to be thinking there's no way I'm getting back at that table. It's crazy, actually, that it was that wide open in both.
What did I say? There's so many ways to get into trouble. Wide open table is never a gimme. And I don't really like the bank shot either. It's almost as he's got a little bit of an angle. And
Perfect.
he did make it. Yeah, he hit that really well. That was perfect. That was another shot for the highlight tape.
All right, good out. That's going to put him at 8-6. Race to 15. 8-ball. Here in the Mad Apple Extreme King of the Hill match.
There we go. Randy is saying Corey's metal was solid on that shot.
Well, that was like an hour ago. He said that forever ago. Where have you been?
I'm a slow reader.
Maynard says, nice bank on that 5. I would agree. Perfect speed. He ended up straight in on the 8. So crush that break, dropping everything in the side. Solids are wide open. Let's start with the 5-ball. Seven's probably the most trouble on the table, and it's right in the middle. I think he's got to force himself to the side and come back over to shoot the 7 past the 1 in the corner. So he's going to draw this straight over and straight back. Oh, no, he's following up. Boy, off the 15. Just right. So tap this in for a table run to get him to 9.
9-6. Racing ahead.
Well, I tell you, Corey's got to be kicking himself a little bit. He did have that open table. He ended up missing that 9 in the corner. And Shawn's gotten the last 2 now based on that. Second ball break again there. Took some pace off of it. Really not having a problem with things cluttering back together too bad.
Yeah, so he switched.
Yeah, he did, definitely. Had a lot better luck with this break. He really hasn't had them cluster back together. They all are pushed to the one side, but he's got the speed down nice so that they're not actually touching each other again. I don't know what he doesn't like here. He's kind of shaking his head at this. Oh, might have got a little farther. 1 of the 10. All right, let's keep an eye on the 2 ball. No problem.
Well, he's working his way in. This will be a table run if he can get it. The 8 ball. So this shot is key to get him a nice angle on the 14. And what he's lining up there, of course, it looks like cutting the his second shot after this will be cutting the 14 in the side and kissing the 8 ball out. And that's a well struck shot. He's got pretty much the angle that he wanted there.
On the pontoon, Moser to 8. Shawn and Mark, Fleming, Hopman, table 5.
Gotta get moving here.
He's still got the 1 ball. Now he's got the 7. Yeah, could have used a little nudge there. And his body English didn't help. But absolutely fine. And he, cannot believe that ball just went in. Hit both points. Sent the cue ball much further up table than he was playing there. But if it goes in, it still counts. And this one did not go in. Right, so he concedes the 8 ball, swipes it in with his cue. Disgusted.
Which is a no-no here at the Mad Apple Xstream, but we'll forgive him.
No conceding games on the stream table.
Matt, we are not having the Sunday challenges this week. Everybody should have been contacted.
And also, we should mention there's no normal Sunday weekly pool tournament. Maybe there is.
Yeah, we haven't decided that.
Okay.
Yet, so it just depends on how far along they get here on Saturday.
There's definitely no Friday night tournament tonight, as we have a packed house full of Scotch doubles players. Shawn's he's going from the side, but he's actually hitting the head ball.
Well, that one was different again. Last one was the second ball.
Oh, that was
break.
the second ball.
Yeah.
I missaw it in real life. That's why it's nice to have that YouTube, or the Facebook feed that we're watching there, so we get a replay of every shot. Ball's opened up well. Cue ball bounced around and got kicked in. Corey has another chance. There you go. You get to watch that beer for the rest of the night.
Yeah. See, you gotta watch. I don't know why that's happening either. So,
What's that?
you're speaking about the shot. You gotta watch here because this is what they're seeing. So he's shooting it about a second ahead.
Huh.
So when you're commentating there that
Yeah.
he made it, he hadn't quite shot it.
Wow.
And I,
So it's
I
like
don't
we're-
know where that delay is
It's
from.
like we're
and
predicting the future.
It's actually what I'm trying to fix right now.
Interesting. Oh, I see. So our commentary, time-wise, is going with what I'm seeing on the screen there, but not what I'm seeing in real life.
Yeah, I mean it's about a second difference in that.
Yeah. I predict.
Yeah. Right, 100% of the
I
time.
predict that this bank shot on the 14 is going. Well, he was in the way. I couldn't even see, could I?
But he
In the
made it.
pocket. Yeah, all right. I waited. Yeah, you're right. I could have predicted that. If he hadn't been blocking my view of that shot, I could have predicted that a whole second before. Well, that's nice of Mark House there to give me that view of the beer now, right in front of the pool table.
I'll get his attention.
Thank you, Jessica.
Yeah. The normal wife taking care of the husband.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Corey's got this kick shot. He's made a very nice shot
What a
there.
try, yeah.
Probably happy that it didn't fall in.
Yeah, I mean, he
Except, of course, you've
yeah.
turned over the table to a... You should lose control now. Solid's taken over. Now, you've got to come up with either a good plan on this 4-ball or play safe while there's still lots of balls on the table. The risk of playing safe is, of course, Corey could kick it in. So safes are never really totally safe. So you'd like to find a way to be more aggressive and actually go for it now. I would love to have drifted a couple of inches further and got an angle on that 6-ball. But didn't get that. But he has a chance now to shoot the 3 and get a better angle on the 6-ball, maybe. Well, not really, because you'd like to be on the side rail. He's looking at just trying to play the 4-ball. Pink through the other pink. Now you have to hit this shot just right. And did not. And he was always going to leave a shot on the 8. Not that it's an easy shot, but he's definitely left a shot. And at that speed, that ball was always going to stun, wasn't it? It wasn't going to roll forward. You had to either hit it softer, and I still don't know if it could have got there, or played a draw shot, which means in every case you have to hit it really accurately. But Corey's had a swipe at the 8 and given it back. Corey's not going to be feeling too good about the way he's played so far. The first 3 racks he was just playing lights out. So Shawn here needs to get close to the side rail. Yeah, he's done that very well. Perfect. Didn't flirt with scratching in the side pocket. Wants an angle on this 3-ball. That's just perfect. Draw back, draw across the table. Gonna punch it a little bit. If it had a little bit more angle, he could hit it softer. No worries. Well, Shawn racing ahead. Been a lot of turnovers in a lot of these racks. And I do expect them, both of these players, or at least one of them, to catch a gear and start putting away these games at first chance in a lot of cases. An 8-ball can do that to you, can't it? I mean, sometimes there were some awkward, difficult racks where you have to think your way through and you can't just run out. And that can take you out of your zone and you lose your mojo. And just when you think you're in your mojo and running, you break, and you have to stop and figure it out. That's why those instinctive players, they like 9-ball and 10-ball better. In 8-ball, you just got to stop and sometimes and think about what you're doing. Question number 1, solids or stripes?
I like stripes, I think.
Yeah. Because the 2-ball doesn't have any obvious, well, the 7 was there to help the 2. But you take stripes, you don't need to worry about that, do you? Don't forget to choose a pocket for the 8-ball before you start running these balls, so you know. And then figure out what your last stripe ball is going to be. And the 8-ball's right in the middle of the table, but it doesn't have... Well, he was trying to go into that, I think. So he's got a thin cut on this 14. He really wants this one. Oh, bank shot.
Corey needs to get her moving here. Been stuck at 6 here for a bit of time. I think you play safe here, honestly. Shoot the 5 straight away. Stop it right there behind the 8.
Right.
I mean, you leave him the 15, but then he's moving the 15 for you.
Well, you don't want to leave him a shot on the 15. Otherwise, he just might get out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant the 11. I'm saying you leave him a snick of the 11 ball down here by the corner.
But not enough to make it.
Yeah. Or he tries to break.
He's going to break. Yeah, he's going to solve the 2-ball. Well, what does that tell you? He thinks it goes. I guess it does.
That surprised me, actually.
Maybe he's just trying to block the pocket.
Well, if this does go, I mean, it's even tough to get decent shit. Wow, look at that. Uh-oh.
He's going to try and shoot his way out. He doesn't want to. He knows he shoots better than what he's demonstrated so far. And he's not going to try and safe his way through this match. He's going to try and run his way through this match. This shot opens everything up, and of course it's much better to run out than play safe, because when you play safe, your opponent still has some options. The only real safe is don't let your opponent shoot.
True statement. Hit that perfect.
Yeah, judging the speed on the 8 ball. It's up table, but it's got pockets.
Got a choice here. You can shoot either.
Yeah, and of course you have to get a nice angle on whichever of these 2 balls you choose as your last ball to get up table. And one has to think probably the 4 ball first. Even though he's right on that 5.
Only because of the 15. If you knew you could draw straight back and get the...
Yeah, I think he pops the 4 ball in and draws to the side rail. Right to where he's just pointed his cue stick. Because the other way, you're shooting the 4 to get on the 8, and that's actually not very nice, is it? So a real sort of a semi-gentle but really sweet draw shot here. Too much. Or is it?
I think he's sitting pretty darn good there.
Again, I'm watching the wrong screen, and I'm watching real life and predicting the future.
Dead straight in. Looking good.
And there we go, Corey's sometimes teammate Taylor Collar cheering that he finally gets a rack. Because it has been a while. He's been on 6 for a while, hasn't he?
Well, and honestly, that's what you need right there. Corey needs a little tension reliever, you know.
Right.
You got Tom over there too, Tom Besta watching.
Yeah, these guys are all familiar with each other from many years playing in Appleton pool leagues.
Mark Johnston says time clock, and to that I say, have you been watching Corey shoot? He needed to take his time there. He definitely needed to get out. Happy to see him do it, actually. All right, finally broken that 6 number and gotten to 7, so he's 4 games back right now, but he's got the break, and this is winter break for King of the Hills, so... I was just talking to Dan Coppins. Dan Coppins said he played against Corey, and Corey ran 5 on him.
Yeah. I expect that to happen. Because I know how Corey plays.
Nancy Turner says, nice job, Corey.
And I'm sure Shawn Henning, even though he's ahead, if you were to ask him, would not say that he's been playing well, at least not to his standard. Because I think he would have run out a lot of these racks, which he ended up not running out.
We were playing ahead of time, and I was shooting him a bit, and Corey was playing, and a couple other guys were jumping in there. And I mean, Shawn didn't miss a ball. He was running out every rack.
So even if Corey does kick it into high gear, Shawn just may not let him. But, of course, it's winter break, so either one of these players can make their opponents sit down. And that was another good break. He's got a wide open table. He's got to pick a first ball.
It's definitely going to be his toughest shot. He doesn't have a whole lot open here.
And you would prefer solids, but... Well, he does have the 4 ball. He could play the pink 12, but then he's got to figure out how to solve the 11 ball.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of a...
He has
Once you get the first shot off, I think you're okay.
Oh, and he's playing the 7 in the side.
Good shot.
Now, is he on the 3?
Yeah. I think so. I think he's going to go 3 here, too. Nope, 6. Just don't like moving the balls if you don't have to.
Well, yeah, I was wondering if that 1 ball was sitting in a good spot or not. So I like what he's done there. He's got shots on the 2 or the 4.
So, I mean, at this point, I think it's 2 to the 4 to the 1 to the 3 to the 8.
1 to the 3, okay. Or 4 to the 2 to the 3.
Yeah, I don't like swinging down that way, though. Yeah, you're just playing the 4. It's going to listen to you. There's Wisconsin Billiard Hall of Fame,
Wow.
otherwise, oh boy, otherwise known as John Kramer. Chiming in here, saying fun match to watch tonight, though. I would agree.
Yep, Corey has put himself in a bit of a pickle there.
Oh, he's bringing out the short cue.
Going for the pitching wedge. And that's a regular length butt with a teeny short shaft.
That's a Predator, yeah.
But they don't make them like that, though, do they?
No, that's custom built.
I wonder if I did that. I don't remember.
May have.
Oof. So close, Corey. Good hit. Threatened the pocket. But if he keeps Shawn having games, Shawn is going to get closer and closer to the finish line.
Take a second to thank everybody again for joining us here at Mad Apple Extreme. We do appreciate it. We appreciate your subscriptions over on YouTube. We appreciate you sharing. All of those things are how we continue to keep these streams running for free for you. Continue to improve our equipment, improve everything but the announcers, pretty much. We've stayed the same.
We're just going backwards.
Yeah, right.
Well, you can only do so much.
Right.
Shawn waiting to see how that turns out. Well, I think he's okay, isn't he? So he didn't think he was on the 9 ball there. Thought he might have been. Yeah, that is the screen I'm watching. He didn't shoot the 9 ball, which I thought he was on it. He's on it now. So that last shot turned out well.
And obviously the 11 is a little bit of a problem for him right here. Oh, he's solids. Jeez. Is he solids or stripes here? Stripes.
No, he's stripes.
Okay.
So he refused the 9 ball again, but he's still on it.
Jeez.
And here he drifts in, and this is why he did that. He can drift in behind the 11. And he's got his choice of pockets for the 11 there. Probably the corner, I think, from that angle.
Chris said he enjoyed listening to Susie Q do commentary last week. I didn't get a chance to listen, but I'm sure she does do a great job. She's very familiar with the game.
Shawn takes another one. 7-12 now. For the Shawn Henning fans out there getting excited.
Just want to change the score again. It's
Yeah.
kind of nice that I don't have to do any of that.
Yeah, we'll get used to it. Yeah, so he's sticking to this.
Second ball, yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, I mean, he just pocketed 3 balls all in the left upper corner.
and he hit that one a lot lower on the second ball than the previous one.
Take a look at the layout here. It looks pretty
Very nice.
pretty nice, yeah. It's going to go with stripes here, it looks like.
Yeah, he's only got 4 of them left.
Here's the rare case where you do take the least amount of balls because they are all wide open.
Yeah, to roll this in and drift in, he'll have shot. Ooh. Would have
Yeah,
thought he would
wasn't
hit that
a-
softer and stay on the 15.
He's all right here, though. Just going to go to the side first and then go to the 15 to the 11. This one will be a much lighter shot. Oh,
He had a lot of angle on that shot. He did hold it, but you don't really want to have to mess with the 2 ball trying to get the cue ball out. Oh, he hit that nicely, didn't he? Inside English, a sophisticated shot, that one. And that's looking like a good break and run.
Good angle here, too. Well, yeah, you just crushed the break. You made 3 in the same corner pocket.
Stroking it well.
13, getting himself really close to this win, 2 games away. Appreciate you guys reaching out and sharing. Make sure people know you're watching. Gonna have a bunch of matches all weekend long too, with Badger State games going on. So keep your eyes open for some of those. We're gonna try and reserve it for the finals of most of the events. Patrick, I was wondering why the score was so accurate. He says,
That's right.
"We're just good at what we do."
It's out of our hands.
And by we, I mean Chris.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris G has done
Oh yeah.
a great job of that.
And I mean, like, the most amazing part is he didn't cry and complain and act like it was the toughest thing in the world. He just did it, and it was amazing.
With a big old smile on his face, like always.
Right.
So there
Didn't have to go walk around the building 18 times.
he hit the second ball, but, you know, as full as you can, close to the 1 ball, and did not make a ball.
I kind of like looking at the overhead view here to get a layout.
Yeah.
After the break. Give you an idea of some of the trouble balls.
Stripes have some trouble.
Yeah, 13-9. The 6 is a problem for those 2, but you do have a couple ways to get there.
So really, that means you're going to take solids if you have a shot on a solid. Does he have a shot on a solid? Well, he's got the 4 ball, but that's the cue elevated, difficult bridging because of the 15. And you'd hate to miss your first shot. You got a combination here, maybe. Yeah, beautifully. Nicely played. Still going to need to get a position on the 1 ball. might be thinking about rolling this pink 4-ball in and a little bit of inside English to get on the 1 into the same pocket.
Patrick Glenn, what are you doing over on Facebook? You know better. You should be on YouTube all day long.
And there he is. Playing the shot I suggested there. It's got him on the 1. He would love to have put a little bit more spin on that ball and gotten straighter on the 1. So he could shoot it now. But he knows he's going to be going into these balls. And you know what they always say? If you don't have to go into balls, don't do it. And he's played a lot of very sort of finesse little kiss shots and breakout shots. Not that that was really a breakout. Now he's shooting opposite hand now. This is a right-handed shot for a left-handed player. And he seems to do pretty well with his other hand.
Nothing to it.
And he's dropped on a spot where he's got shots.
I mean, he should be out here all day. This
absolutely.
is not, it's not even a question in a normal day for Corey. This would be an out.
He's going to put himself right on the... not too bad. He's waving his arms up in the air.
I mean, that's a horrible...
He doesn't
shot,
like it
be
because
honest.
he's...
I hate to say it.
Because he's so straight. Not perfectly straight, but he's going to have to come with a power stroke here. Probably stun. Just a little bit of run through. Punch this 5-ball into the pocket.
I mean, normally you would never... I mean, Corey would have left himself perfect. Just stop that ball a little bit. It's definitely working for it.
Yeah, and he definitely didn't want to be so far away from this shot either. So here he's going to come with a... Oh, no, rail first. Fancy. But it led to a miss. And the last thing that Corey wants is to let Shawn Henning get on the hill. Because then it's going to be exceedingly difficult to imagine a comeback here. Corey had run out there and then broke the next rack. You never know.
Well, and if it was alternate break, it'd be over already because there's no way that Shawn wouldn't get a table run in those.
Yeah, one table run in. So Shawn now has a chance. In fact, Corey doesn't even need to get another shot this match. If Shawn can run this and then make a good break on the next rack. And Corey's played really well. 7 out of 8 shots.
Yeah, I mean,
Six
that's
out
the
of 7
tough part,
shots.
you know. Got to be able to finish. Started super, super
And
playing great, you know, 4-0.
And this is that's that rack that you said if Corey doesn't get out here. You know, you'd expect him
What's
to.
happened there?
Well, this match has plenty of twists and turns. It has as many twists and turns as a twisty-turny thing.
Nice.
But luckily, there was always that shot in the side pocket. Well, he didn't hit that quite like how he wanted it, but he's still going.
It's the right angle to
He's
get on.
still
right?
okay, yeah, as long as you make this ball, it just heads up there naturally, doesn't it?
Uh-oh.
It's going to hit these
Oh,
balls
boy. That was pretty fortunate there.
to get a full hit,
Oh.
yeah. He could have scratched, couldn't he, if he'd hit the other side of that ball?
Scratched. He could have come off the wrong way.
So he is punishing Corey's mistake.
All right, on the hill. This King of the Hill match here on Friday nights. The Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company, West College Avenue. It's Mad Apple Xstream. Joined in the booth by M.H. Potting Penglaze, and I'm Kendall Quickfire Cook. And we're here bringing it. I mean, really a great match. I mean, Shawn's played pretty good.
Yeah.
Corey also playing good in the very beginning, and just kind of not finishing some of these racks, and that's been the downfall for him. couple of them he had worked out and just didn't quite get there. All right, let's see if Shawn can finish us out, or if Corey can start to fight back here a little bit. Well, we're going to be seeing him shoot at stripes, would be my guess.
Yeah, I would think so. Because he doesn't
Quick
want to
look
play
here.
that tough shot on the 5 ball.
Looking at the 11 off the 3.
Yeah, well, that kiss kind of doesn't go straight into the pocket, it doesn't look like. I don't feel that 11 off the 3 is really sitting good. I'm not saying it can't be made.
No, you got to hit pretty thick into it. I mean,
Yeah.
it looks like it's going to end up short a little bit, so thicker and a lot harder. A little off the rail to give himself a little bit of room here. Well, does he have enough angle to slide over and free it up a bit? You got the 12 down here in the same corner. He's
Yeah.
going to shoot the 13.
He
now.
hit. There you go.
Oh,
hit that.
yeah.
Hit that perfect.
Can't hit it better.
And that tells you he didn't like that kiss shot, because he could have easily just stopped right there and said,
Well, and honestly, it hit about where you would expect it to have hit. These 2 balls for the
and that's
kingdom to retain his crown. See if we can finish in a flurry here. Looks like it's for the money.
right. There you go.
And he puts it down. All right. Well, good shooting. Congratulations to Shawn Henning retaining the crown here. He's going to be 2 weeks running. And we'll see him again next week playing against our very own LJ or Little John. Johnny
That'll be a
Fields.
good
I don't
match.
know how many names does he have. Is there more? LJ, Little John,
That's it.
Johnny Fields,
Okay.
Johnny,
John Fields. Mr. Fields.
Mr. Fields. Yeah, that's stretching.
John.
But
Sometimes they call him John.
let's see, Wisconsin Billiard Hall of Fame. John Kramer wants to know if these get reported to Fargo. They do not get reported to Fargo. So, but anyway, so we want to reach out. Thank you guys for seeing us tonight, and we appreciate all the shares and the likes that you guys did give us tonight. It is the way that we keep things running for free around here, so thank you for that, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Make sure you tune in this week, too, because we'll have some finals matches.
Yeah, definitely. There's going to be a lot of pool this weekend.
Yep.
Badger State tournament all weekend.
All right. Thanks again, guys. Have a great night.
Thanks.